It's very awkward if I say good morning, but I don't know whether it's good morning or good afternoon. In any rate, thank you. Thank you for coming, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so gratified to see you all on the heels of this beautiful autumn. My name is Weon-kyoung, and Deputy Mayor of Ulsan for Economic Affairs. It gives me pleasure to hold this event amid the prolonged COVID-19 pandemic. Yeah, it is the pandemic is still in second wave across the globe, but Korea is okay at the moment. Before I begin, I would like to express my gratitude to the chairman of ECCK Mr. Lukat, Secretariat President Mr. Heider, Dr. Lim, and all the CEOs and embassy officials. Your presence makes me feel honored and privileged. By the way, have you ever seen the movie The Lord of the Rings? You know the film series, right? And just like the one ring in the novel, there are numbers that seem to rule the world. What's your favorite number? 6 comes to me as one of such numbers. It may be smaller than 100, but it is a positive integer with more divisors than 100. Ancient Babylonians used a numeral system with 60 as its base, and a cycle of 60 terms was used in China. 60 was also a good number in Korea. It means 60. It means something significant to Koreans, as the 60th birthday means a celebration of longevity. That's very awkward at the moment, right? Last year, Korea celebrated the 60th anniversary of diplomacy with Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. We would like to form good relationships with many other countries in Europe. Of the last 60 years, 161 foreign companies invested near $9 billion directly in Ulsan city and created many jobs since the FDI system was first introduced in Korea. Among these foreign investors, 51 of them happen to be European companies. Thanks to our European partners and friends, Ulsan was able to reach the annual FDI goal of $500 million for the last 3 consecutive years. As a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, many countries had to impose travel restrictions. Since we could not easily travel, it led me to more economic uncertainty that caused massive disruptions to the flows of FDI. Korea was no exception. Concerning the FDI, the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, namely UNCTAD, predicts that in 2020, global FDI will decrease by 40% compared to the previous year, which is about $1 trillion loss. Fortunately, Korea's FDI in 2020 has been increasing year over year. In the third quarter, the FDI in this quarter was recorded the highest in terms of the arrival amount. Our joy is multiplied because we are slowly going back to normalization, even in times of uncertainty. I'm very cautious about saying this. Yeah. This reminds me of the phrase, every crowd has a silver lining. New investments have increased even during this pandemic. For example, more investments in high-tech materials and parts, R&D, Green New Deal, and digital transformation provide new opportunities in trade investment. As you may be aware, U.S. stocks there are ups and downs, but U.S. stocks represented by big tech companies known as Pangman 2, Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google, Microsoft, etc. have risen significantly. Also, the battery, bio, internet, and gaming, we call BBIZ. BBIZ sectors have become fast-growing industries in Korea in addition to the semiconductor. To keep up with the Korean New Deal represented by Green and Digital New Deal, Ulsan City is also promoting the Ulsan type New Deal in line with the recent industrial paradigm shift as a key project in the post-COVID-19 era. In September of this year, the World Economic Forum recognized Ulsan as the first advanced manufacturing hub in Asia and ninth in the world. Now it goes without saying that the world acknowledges Ulsan's great potentials. As a city, we will spare no efforts to become an energy hub in Northeast Asia under the banner of Manufacturing Innovation City. For instance, Hyundai Motors plant in Ulsan will manufacture 500,000 hydrogen vehicles by 2030, which is how Ulsan will grow into the world's best leading city for a future hydrogen society. Today, President Moon Jae-in is visiting Ulsan at this time. What it tells us this is all part of making Ulsan the best hydrogen city, and I'm sure you all know it, right? Yeah, I don't know whether you know it, but it shows Ulsan is great. Yeah. On the other hand, Ulsan declared the creation of 6 gigawatt floating offshore wind farm by 2030. We witnessed leading overseas offshore wind companies from Norway, France, and the United States participating in this project. Furthermore, Ulsan was officially designated as a free economic zone in June of this year. This new establishment, known as UFEZ, will help us become a major hydrogen mobility city. With Ulsan as the industrial capital, the entire nation is awaiting your investment with high brand values. We'll make Ulsan such an ideal destination for your investment through deregulation, tax reduction, and great settlement conditions, and so on. Due to the COVID-19, establishing the economy of ecosystem has now become an unwavering norm. Despite the recent controversy about monopoly, big tech companies are striving to become the best in their platform ecosystem. Also, Ulsan City seeks to build so-called three ecosystems, including an ecosystem in which production and consumption circulate virtuously, an ecosystem of cooperation between labor and management, between large companies and SMEs, and between industry and academia. And lastly, an ecosystem that puts our future generations first. With your investment in Ulsan's wonderful nature and coexistence of ecosystem, it is only a matter of time before you see good results. Before I close, I offer my best wishes to you and beloved ones for happiness, good health, and prosperity in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy